Hello and welcome to the Big Brain Podcast. And today it's me, Ronov, Sneaky Thief, Rendell.
Disappeared. Fuck. Oh, don't
Dead.
worry. Don't worry.
Again.
We've decided that he was going to be murdered again for the sake of our, amusements. But we'll find his corpse and we'll present it to the masses, as they say. We'll present it to the masses. But yeah.
Yeah. On a real. We actually don't know where he is.
He will be here. We just hope he'll probably pop in a little bit later. And we'll just let him know that we're just in the middle of it. But I'll tell you what we will go in, starting straight away, is that while we're bringing everyone together, we're not going to let go of people, such as Virtue being let go from Team Secret.
Ooh, that is a tough topic.
It's harsh.
Bit of a rough one, actually, yeah. I feel really sorry for him.
Yeah, I do as well.
God, you're going to have to remind me, because that was... Obviously, we record these every Sunday.
Yes.
This one's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, sorry, my mind's going so blank right
That's
now.
fine. From what I remember, and just getting the information up, essentially what happened was Team Secret got knocked out of the group stages of SI. SI for us now has concluded. And we'll get more into SI a little bit later. But essentially what happened was he just basically found out that he's now having to look for a team. The corpse has arrived. Welcome. The recording's going on. The recording's happening. Say hi to the audience.
Suck your mum. No, I'm joking.
Wow.
Sorry, I'm a bit late, boys. Fucking traffic is cunting nuts.
Oh, lovely.
Someone decided to crash their tree. To a tree.
No, that's a shame.
The what?
Crash their tree.
I know, into.
You crashed your tree.
No. Yeah, mate. You see, basically what happened was I was on my broom and my broom broke down, so I just grabbed the fucking branch and just...
Yeah.
So you're
that's
Harry
really wrong.
Potter. Okay, gotcha. You're Harry Potter.
We're gonna do that. Right, hold on, give me like a minute so I can...
That's fine. Well, what we're talking about while you're
camera.
sorting out the camera is Virtue being let go from Team Secret, and I'm just reminding. Wait, you don't
When was
know?
that announced?
Right. So good. You're listening. So essentially, what happened to the audience is, after the group stage, Team Secret got knocked out. They were the lowest in their group bracket, which was a shame, really, because you expected a team to, something just didn't click. We don't know what happened. But straight after the group stage, he basically got told he's now looking for an org. And he was like, it comes as a shock to me. And considering, right, this is a guy who left G2, came to Team Secret, and the team has done really well with him in the team. So for me, it just doesn't make any sense. And then what happened, and this is where it gets controversial, is that it is then revealed through Virtue that basically he got let go because he was emotional. And then the CEO, I am not kidding, the CEO tweets out after him basically saying, I'd have to get, where he's saying, I got let go because I was very emotional and, I got told off for it, or basically let go because of it. And it just feels like it's out of the blue and fucking shit. And then the CEO ends up putting a tweet in reply, basically stating with a picture of Virtue in a corner crying, quoting, I wonder why. What?
So
And I thought this was a parody account at first, and he was being sarcastic. This is actually his account.
Yeah, this is what I wondered as well. I didn't know if it was the real CEO.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. And yeah, the details were a little like all over the place, a bit wavy, because did he get let go because he was emotional, or was he emotional after he got let go?
He was emotional because of the game he lost. That was what was
Right.
clarified. So he's just, as any other player would be, like, you're in for the World Championships, you get knocked out of the group stage. It's devastating. And in a debrief,
when you got passion, isn't it?
Exactly, and he was just taking a moment to just recollect his thoughts because he's upset at himself. He was disappointed with himself. He's let his group down. He's felt that way, but no, CEO was like, yeah, there's a reason why he got fired, actually. He was just being a pussy, apparently, which is a dick move. It's a very fucking it's a big dick move, mate.
Yeah, I like how we tweeted that. Like, yeah, actually, there's a good reason why you was let go. It's because you cried. Like, what was he expecting the feedback of that to be like? Oh yeah, no, that's actually fair enough, mate.
Oh, that's so valid.
Yeah,
Oh
Exactly.
yeah.
Oh my god, you know what? That's why you're the CEO of. Right, so I will say this to anyone that watches the pod. I'm not gonna buy any skins on Rainbow Six Siege regarding Team Secret. I'm not gonna endorse the company. I'm not gonna do any of that because this is unacceptable. You do not treat your players like this, and this is setting a bad precedent for.
Wait, we
the thing
started.
is, yeah,
Yeah, we were starting. That's fine. I've recorded it. It's cool. It's
we
cool.
started like 5 minutes ago.
I'm out here trying to sort my hair. I got my hair cut.
That's
tomorrow,
fine.
so-
That's fine. But like, I'm not gonna endorse the company. I'm not going to endorse. I'm sorry, but I'm taking a stand against this behavior against a player, and I can only imagine that this is sort of behavior is not the first time he's done it to his other, squads that represent different game companies. I just can't. I don't like a company that treats its players like shit on social media, and that can lead to harmful things for them. So to me, it's unacceptable.
There's so many teams that are just shitty.
Mm.
It's like if you're gonna go that way about it, you're just not gonna be able to buy any skins. Like there's so many orgs that I saw this picture. You might be able to find it for the podcast viewers, but it was like an org board of shame, and there's just so
Oh
many
yeah.
different teams on there.
Oh yeah, because of
Because of all
different
the
reasons. Different reasons.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's just so much that happens, and yeah,
There are good organizations, but again, esports is at the moment, it's a very expensive venture. There's a lot that goes into it, and I feel like there are definitely right people in that have really brought up the esports scene more recently, such as Ludwig and Moist Critical. Are now the co-leaders of Shopify Rebellion. They are partly part of the.
What happened to Moist?
Moist is so he had his own esports team, but then him and Ludwig worked together to basically acquire Shopify Rebellion, and they now run the org. So they're in charge of it. So it's content creators that are putting their money. We see it with Disguised Toast. I don't think any of you guys would have heard of him, but he started his own league.
the Valorant.
He has a Valorant and a League of Legends team. Like, we're seeing content creators stepping up to fill in the space, which I think is amazing because that's what's going to keep the scene alive, in my opinion. The bigger orgs, as we've seen, when mismanagement happens, because it tends to happen a lot, people get fucked over because it's corporate greed. Whereas these are people that have love and passion for, the communities of these games and the scene.
Sometimes it's not even corporate greed, it's just one guy that just is a criminal. Like
Yeah.
they just want money, so they'll just embezzle funds and shit.
Yeah, it's just super unfortunate. But what else is super unfortunate is another team that was let go very early on with a lot of controversy. M80 was part of the Six Invitational as well, and they got through to the playoff stage. However, a match with Dark Zero would change a lot. And I know you guys obviously know what it is. It is not, if you're hidden under a rock or if you've not seen social media, M80
Don't have Twitter.
coach Badurga, I think his name is. I've probably butchered it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Right. So
I
he
think it is something along those
Badurga, something along the lines. M80 coach has been given a 2-year suspension, and
But not only that,
he's got
10 fine.
10 grand.
That is mental.
$10,000. His career is done, and I think Rendell could put it best of what was his reaction, because obviously Kangaroo Kenny. Could you give us a little details as to what exactly happened?
Not really. I messaged him after the match. Obviously, gave him a well done.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked him, what was the guy saying? And apparently, according to him, he was just crashing out. But from what I can see, is that before on the clip, everyone's seen it. Kenny shouts, "Thanks for the free round," and then at the end of the game, and obviously, I think it's not like that. And then he's gone, "Fuck this," and then gone over and tried to fight Nath.
Oh yeah, and just for context as to why for the free round, Bodega. So as was explained in one of the podcasts, if you haven't watched any of our podcasts, please go rewatch or even just watch our previous podcast, especially the one with Kangaroo Kenny, as he does explain the tactical timeout that is implemented within Siege. You only get one per match, okay? And you have about 45 to about a minute's worth of talking with your team. If you go over that, you'll get told by the admins you need to stop talking. He done this, apparently, not once, not twice, but
You're talking
3
about
times.
the Bodega guy, not
Yes,
Kenny.
Bodega guy, yes. The Bodega guy did this 3 times in a row where he was speaking to one of his players while not in a tactical timeout, which you're not supposed to do. You're allowed to hype them up, but you can't talk tactics, which apparently he was doing. And the admins warned him twice, and on the 3rd time, they said, there's punishment's going to be happening, and they give a free round over to Dark Zero as a result. And that's what linked to the crash out.
Rattled him.
Yes.
Proper.
And then when it came to their next game, he was nowhere there, and the coach is very, very important for an esports team, and I think that was part of the reason why, oh dear, they lost.
I love.
Did you see what they did
of that.
though?
Oh yeah, they got the headset on the chair and put like a jacket over it and went, there's our coach for today's game.
Yeah, they made a drawing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that was funny.
I was trying to think what you're talking about there. Yeah. What I was gonna say is I'd love all that. I love all the drama and the conflict. You know, It's like real sports. Like in football, if someone's tackling someone and then like they start clashing, they start beefing, it's just brilliant, isn't it?
It's what makes it entertaining to watch as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we were always talking about there's been a very lack of drama that was happening. 6 Invitational. Oh, there's been drama. There's been so many dramas that's happened over it. And again,
It's the thing, because like the massive gaps in between when we record this, it's been and gone. Like we've done one episode like at the start as it was sort of like kicking off.
Yeah.
And then the next one, it's all just happened. Like we've had no time to like talk about it.
I know, and it's just something that we're just adapting to as we go, and it's just interesting to see because I feel like for certain teams, we talked about the Leaky Fat crash out, and just to clarify, the 6 Invitational has ended, and FaZe Clan won. They dominated. Yep. Congratulations to FaZe Clan. They looked like the better team. And I was going to get into that actually just a bit shortly because I have some thoughts, but then it's also going to link into one thing that I think will be an entire episode later down in the podcast, but we'll talk about that a little bit later. But for now, I remember you talking about this, Ben, regarding essentially what should happen with Esport next because, yeah, this is unfortunate. And you say what your thoughts are.
My question is, do you think he should go lone wolf, get a new team?
I will personally say no.
No?
No. I think they'll...
Because I'm seeing a lot of comments online saying Esport is being held back by his team.
No, I don't think so. I think he has got the right team on his side. But for me, that org went through a lot of refreshes. Because keep in mind... Citizen used to be on there. There used to be other players that were on there. It's just they've restructured the whole team around him and Kino. That's it.
This is what I like. I like players that stick to an org and not just leave every year and find a new one. Like, I like that loyalty. And that's my whole problem with esports is players come and go like all the time and orgs come and go all the time. So it's hard to support a player and an org specifically because they're always switching. So like when Esport is in this M80 team and has stayed there for a while now, it's respectable.
Yeah, I think he should stay. I think the team's not the problem. They need more time to cook. I think obviously they're going to have a new, well, they're going to get a new coach at this point because, but who will replace them, we do not know. But I think for a lot of teams right now, a lot of them are fresh. A lot of them are new in a way. So there's been a lot of different changes. And I think we're going to see the only ones that I would say are going to stay the same are FaZe Clan. Obviously, they won, so they're going to stay the same. And I think the squad of BDS, they just need to work on very key issues that was noticed throughout their game.
Do you think they'll stay in the scene, or do you think, as an
Oh,
org, they'll say we can't win an SI? Let's just
I
pack it
think
in.
they may leave for another reason because there is talks that there's potentially BDS will drop out of Siege
Really?
because
Obviously, the players will never want to do that. Like they'll keep want to playing and whatnot. But
yeah.
I'm ill, by the way, so I can't. My head is gone. Um, uh, yes, BDS.
Yes, we.
I can't form a thought right now. Carry on.
I was gonna say like the CEO of BDS made some comments about women. Not very nice comments.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this was during one of the rock. This is why, like in Rocket League, I thought you might know about this, Rendell, because Team Vitality and a couple other teams actually have decided that BDS hosted a tournament. They're actually saying that they're coming out. They don't want to be involved in the tournament,
They're
considering.
coming out.
Let me just some light. This is a bin.
Okay.
This is Rocket League.
Oh, it's gone through the bin and straight into
Oh, and
the
then you've
shot
thrown the bin.
into the
I'm done
bucket.
with Rocket League. I'm done.
Really? Why is that?
Yeah.
Well, there's a
One of
side.
them been banned. Is
Biggest issues in Rocket League is boosting.
Okay.
banned. Right.
And when you're like, oh, right, I'm 1680. I can get to 1700. Yeah, yeah. You have some guy on your team last season, champ two,
Mm.
but someone's played on his account to get him to where I'm at. So it's just not fair.
Okay.
So I just got pissed off, continuously losing and losing and losing and losing just because it was. Plus, it's a dead game, boring.
Wow.
Move,
Okay.
move
That's
on.
interesting. I
I
never
just
thought
got
You
of
still
that.
bored of
coach? Do you
bored of
still
the
coach?
game. Yeah, but I don't promote it no more.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting
So
now.
for those who know and will get it, that's fine. But I'm not promoting myself no more for it 'cause I just don't want to do it no more.
Okay.
Don't want to play it
That's
no more.
fair enough. Yeah.
Damn.
I
Now,
took a similar sort of view at making thumbnails. Like I don't promote it, and I stopped my Fiverr gig. But if people reach me through my Discord, I'll
you'll
give
get
you a
it.
thumbnail.
Fair enough. That's fair
Um,
enough, to be
Why did you
honest.
stop?
I just got really busy. So it's like
He didn't
I
have the
had
time to properly
I'd like
invest in it.
two main clients on Discord messaging quite frequently,
Mm,
and that was like enough to just like nice little bit on the side.
mm.
Um, and then yeah, on top of that, sometimes I get like a Fiverr order, like 3 a.m. So I wake up and I'm
Jesus
like, oh,
Christ. Great.
I've got like my whole day set out, but then on top of that, I've just had an order at 3 a.m. and I've got to do it by a certain time, otherwise my like reviews go down, sort of thing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate, to be honest, mate. I remember you. I think you talked about how you just want to come back down to Fiverr, like try to calm that down a bit because you got a lot focusing on. So fair enough on that.
It done okay. I got the level one uh status thing, whatever it's called. I don't know.
That's really
You
good.
get like level one, level two, level three.
Okay.
Got that level one. It was good. But then I lost it because of that time you had to like reply.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So if I'm getting an order early in the morning, it's ruining my response time.
Fair enough.
So yeah,
Damn. So
I
two.
generally thought you were going to be going, oh, that's the same with me in content creation. I was going to slap you.
I was gonna be like,
Yeah.
excuse me.
no. I mean, I'm sure we've all had our burnouts. I get a burnout like every month or so.
Mm.
I don't know about you guys.
Thing is with me, I don't always get a burnout because I've never properly invested time and effort into it until more recently. So
Mm.
I never had that experience. It's more of the motivation to be consistent. This is one of the most consistent things I've been doing content creation wise compared to what I used to do, which was just every video every now and then, which could be like every few months or maybe in a year's time. Who knew? So
Yeah.
this has been one of the most consistent things, and I haven't been burnt out yet because we've been doing this now since December, and I've enjoyed every bit of it. And I will not. And so far, I don't feel any urge to like go, oh, I don't want to do this today. I think the only time I did that was because of the rearranging of one of the episode schedules, which was because of me. But that's about it. Like every other time, I've always been very amped and ready to go for a pod.
Really?
Mm.
Usually on the day, like not on the day, like a few hours before, I'm like, I don't have the energy right now to talk.
But you get it
You know,
as you go through the pod because you're warming
I
yourself
think
up.
that's just me like being a bit of a perfectionist. And it's like I've got to be energetic and I've got to be saying like everything's got to be good and on point. Like right now, I'm just like waffling. I can't get my words out properly.
Yeah. That's
I get
interesting.
it. I get it. I mean, I'm like it today.
Mm.
Yeah.
I was walking upstairs going,
It's just that Monday feeling. Let's never do a pod on a Monday ever
No,
let's
again.
never do a pod on the Monday.
I
But it's
agree.
also I don't like being on camera.
Yeah,
Mm.
that's understandable.
I hate seeing myself, and that's why I don't post on Instagram, no stories on Snapchat. I'm like a ghost on the internet. My face is not allowed. The only reason I accept it to do this because it's a podcast and you're expected to. But
And we asked him like
That's
a
interesting
million
though,
times
because
and
these.
I
to get a
basically
camera.
Sheldon shot me with a crossbow and told me if I didn't do it, he'd aim for my head next time. So
Yeah.
I was kind of like, well, I got to do it now.
I said I would, and he's your living proof. But it's interesting actually because I feel like in today's world of like social media, everyone's got their face everywhere. Everyone's publishing themselves everywhere. It's very hard to like hide your identity, but not like in a like malicious sort of way. I mean, like trying to keep your life private. Sometimes going off grid
Mm.
and just living the way that we did 100 years ago, where a community knew you and that was it, and that was in like a town or anything like that. So it's quite interesting, like how much effort you have to go to just to because you don't like being a face on the internet. But no matter what, someone will try to get you on the internet.
Yeah, I think I could probably easily not post, but
I
I
definitely
do
can.
it. Yeah, I
But
do it for like, you know, getting out there sort of thing.
What was the whole reason you all got into making YouTube content on YouTube in the first place?
ooh,
Um,
that's a good question.
yeah. You want to answer first?
I think the best answer I've got was I was inspired by content creators back then. I thought, oh, it's cool because I have a very creative mindset, I'd say, because I grew up as an actor. Ooh. But
Yeah.
but I think that fueled my
Oh,
fueled my ambition to try something creative, and YouTube gives you the freedom to do that essentially. But I've always had that problem of consistency, and again having like I've got to reiterate the point, doing the podcast and uploading more frequently now on my YouTube channel. It's something that I'm like starting to get used to again. I'm happy to accept that at the moment I'm just trying to build an audience, and I'm happy with that, and I'm very appreciative of people coming along just to chat about what I love and what I'm passionate for. And I think what helps as well now is that I know that my content is going more and more solely into Siege again, but I'm actually, as we're gonna again talk about, I'm very happy to do that kind of content again. Very happy to put time and effort into it.
mm.
But that's right. What about you, Ben?
Mine. I just wanted to make videos ages ago. Like
Mm.
when I think I made a video. I'm trying to remember when I was like 9 or 10, like a
Oh,
YouTube video of me playing Just Cause 2,
oh, dude,
and it
that
was
game.
yeah, it was so good. But I didn't have like any recording stuff, so I literally had this little shitty phone that I recorded with, probably like 2 megapixels, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Uh, and like leaned my phone up against a box or something, and then just recorded me playing it, and it was
Oh
just
my god.
really bad quality.
Yeah,
But
because you had to use either Fraps or Bandicam, and they all get paid. It's mad how now you literally have, for anyone that wants to get into content creation. When I started to take it a little, like my first steps into it, I had to get Sony Vegas, and I was able to get that from a bundle of Humble Bundle. Uh,
mm,
and again, OBS just started to make waves, but you had to either have Fraps, Bandicam. Now everything's free, and anyone can basically get into it, which is really, really cool.
so much everywhere, like plugins,
Yeah,
everything you need.
and it's so much simpler
Um,
now. Yeah.
but yeah, just to answer the question, I just wanted to make videos for my mates. So
Oh.
like I'd always record clips of Siege
Mm.
for years, never like post them or anything, but I'd always share them with my mates and stuff. And then yeah, eventually, just one day, I was like, I'm gonna make this into a video today.
Oh.
I saw this one clip. It was me acing with Valk, and I was like, you know what? I'll put that in a video. And I done like little funny edits and whatnot, and shared it to my mates.
That's nice. What about you,
There
Rendell?
we are.
It was a long, wintry day.
Oh God.
Cold, dark night.
Cold, dark. No, basically, it. I always had like a recording or clipping in software,
Mm.
especially on the PlayStation. Like, I started really taking clips on the PS4 when I was playing Siege and stuff on there. And then it got to a point where I was like always using the entire disk space on my PlayStation
Mm.
on clips. So I would put everything into a memory stick, and then I would have at one point I had like 6 memory sticks of just clips.
Mm.
Damn.
I just they
Fair.
didn't go anywhere. The only reason I clipped it was because that was cool or that was a good moment or whatever it
Yeah.
was. And
Hi.
Sheldon's brother's joined us in the pod today.
That's
Brilliant.
Donald. Say
Rodrigo.
hi, Donald.
Rodrigo.
Oh, no,
Rodrigo
sorry, it's
Connor.
Rodrigo. Oh God, actually,
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo can go now.
Yeah, see you later, mate.
No, yeah. So it got to a point where I was having so many memory sticks of clips, and I was like, I don't know where to put it. And then one of my friends was like, just put it on YouTube and just go. So I had an old YouTube channel where it was like Fortnite,
Oh,
Oh
like
yeah.
old Fortnite, and I had like some Call of Duty stuff on it. And
okay.
then I fucked that off quite quickly. And then this is where no, as the Rendell Dot channel or the
Mm,
Rendell channel has been my channel for the past 6 years,
mm.
and I have been posting Siege on there for the past 6 years.
So you've
Oh
gone for
damn.
a slight little rebrand and also a new channel. Okay, because I rebranded my channel name because it was one of those really cringy. I would say very very
Well, it
cringe.
was my name was Rendell War 6 to begin with.
See, that's clean. That's good.
Rendell R6 was like the first thing, but the issue was that I always wanted to play something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, first.
I didn't always want to stick to Siege. It ended up being just Siege for the longest time, and then when I started playing Valorant, I was like, oh, I can't be called Rendell R6 and then posting Valorant content. It's gonna be fucking confusing. I just took the R6 out,
Yeah.
and yeah, it's going kind of meh, really to me. It's going alright.
Yeah, I'm not even gonna say.
Sheldon's was.
It's.
I.
What was
You
your
know,
name? Was
you
it
know,
like
I will say it for the. My old one was called ST Bonkers 88. It was so
Sometimes I call him
cringe.
that.
Oh mate, I
Just
had
out of the blue.
friends just saying that. I'm like ST Bonkers 88. I'm like, for fuck's
You're right,
sake.
ST Bunkers 88.
No, I'm not good. I
Oh,
I
what
wanna
have your
die.
like Steam names been? Has it always been Ronov, or is it what have you had?
I actually
uh
know.
I know what mine
Can
was.
anyone remember their first like
Gamer tag.
username that they used? Yeah, gamer tag that you used. Because I know what mine is.
Mine was funny enough on Xbox minus or because the only reason I had that was I didn't have a name that I could think of off the top of my head, and I just chose the one that was just like there. I was like, yep, minus or, don't care.
Well, they'd just assign you one off the bat, wouldn't they?
Yeah,
I remember mine.
and you had to pay money at the time to change it, and I couldn't be
Yeah,
asked
it
to
was like
change it.
£8 or something. Oh no, it was in Microsoft credits.
800,
Remember
which is
that?
still like eight
Microsoft
quid.
points.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I couldn't be
Um.
asked. And then I got ST Bonkers 88, and then I decided to change it to Sneaky, but then I couldn't get it. I couldn't get it, and it really peed me off. So I was like, let's try Sneaky Thief, because my name came from I played a lot of Thief games, which are like these stealth games from back in the day,
mm,
and I really enjoyed them. And there was like a sneaky upgrade mod, so I thought, just combine it, see what happens. Sneaky Thief, but I couldn't take it, so I just replaced the 3 for the E. So instead of Thief with an E, it's with a 3 instead. And I was like, yeah. But a lot of people just call me Sneaky, and I usually go by that these days.
I won't even explain mine. I've got too many. I've got too many names that
I
I've
just
had
love
in the
Ronov
past.
the best. You had Kobotnik, Ratov, Moron.
I was called Benska.
Oh,
Bensky.
oh,
Bensky. Oh my god.
Yeah.
these are cringe, but it's so good that we got actually good names now. I actually like them.
Yeah.
My name Rendell is my name.
And see, that's good. It's not a usual name, and it sticks out pretty well, so it works.
I've been told by my friends in school and stuff that I was born with a gamer tag name.
It is a good name, though. To be fair, because I thought
Is that your real name?
that is his real
Yeah,
name. Yes,
bro.
Oh,
Rendell's
what?
my real name,
that's
bro.
his real name.
That's
I thought
what's
you was
weird.
trolling.
No, it's real. Rendell has not stemmed from
And that's your
some
last name,
random
innit?
part of my life. Yeah, Rendell's my last name.
And I just think it's
Ren,
like it should be like a first name because it's
it's my Rendell's. It's my. Do you know what's funny? I've had like friends in the past that I've never known my first name
yeah, that's because
because
Rendell's just
everyone
such.
calls me Rendell. No one calls me Sam. Everyone calls me Rendell. It's nuts. My mum does it.
Rendell.
She
Call
calls
you
you
Yeah,
Rendell.
Rendell.
Oh
yeah.
my
Mum go, yo, Rendell. She
Rendell
doesn't.
R6. Do the dishes.
No.
god. Right.
No, but she's called me Rendell and past
That's
before. It's
funny.
quite funny.
That is quite funny. But before we move on to the big topic that I think we'll be covering a bit, the Duolingo owl, he's dead.
Oh, he's gone. I know.
It's fucking dead.
Can we have a moment of silence, please, for the owl?
Respect Dua Lipa's
Shh,
privacy.
shh, shh, shh. All right, everyone, shh, shh, shh.
No.
Okay, the
No
moment's over.
respect.
The moment's over.
Yeah. I don't hate
Ben's
that
ruined
bird.
it.
Fuck
Why
that
do you hate the
bird.
bird?
Evil.
Evil.
You don't see the threats that it send people.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't.
not a nice
No.
bird, bro.
Oh
No,
no,
quite
it
frankly,
inspired me to
good
try.
riddance.
Hey, look, it inspired me to try and learn German. So you know what?
Fuck
Kudos to.
that bird.
Don't fuck off the bird. The bird didn't deserve this.
Prat.
Wow. How dare
Fucking
you?
rot.
Wow.
Um,
Wow. Okay.
But yeah, quick topic, just so we can get out of the way, because it's on my mind. Cloud9 is coming back to R6. There we
Hey.
are. What's the next topic? We're running out of time, actually.
CJX!
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna be making a video personally dissecting the teaser trailer. If you've watched our streams,
Wait, what's your YouTube channel called?
it's called youtube.com/sneaky thief at sneaky thief. You know.
That was the worst.
That was the worst plug I could have ever done. Anyways, point is,
Came in with so much energy, and you delivered that.
well, I'll tell you what I will come in with the energy with. Listen, I was hyped, okay? And I've not been hyped and I'm being genuinely honest here. It has been 5 years since I've been
It was very
genuinely excited for a game. The last game I was this excited for was Cyberpunk, and it disappointed me with the bugs, but the game was actually quite solid. Right, so let me be very, very clear with this, because we had a few confusions when they said it's not a sequel. It is not a sequel. But when I said it's going to be...
It's not Siege 2.
It's not Siege 2, but it is
And it's not just an update.
it's an engine overhaul. This is why I said it's going to be similar to CS2, because it's still the same game, but it's going to be renamed to represent that there's an engine overhaul with the game. A lot of changes are going to happen, I think, gameplay-wise, and we've seen it from
With
the
that
teaser.
engine overhaul, new big features
Oh,
on
yeah.
their way.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna just get so
Getting
excited.
carried away. Oh my god, he was so much worse. Like we watched it live. If you want to see us stream, watch it here. You'll put up a little thing there.
Yeah, I'll put a little.
So I'm not crazy.
What I'll do is I'll put a little icon on the top right corner of the screen to check out my stream, because you'll see my reaction of that moment.
Oh my god. The guy, the genuinely, right? If anyone was there watching, Sheldon saw an X, it came everywhere.
Yeah.
Like he saw, because the thing was, my stream was slightly delayed, and so was Ben's. So Sheldon saw everything before we did. So I was watching a black screen, and I just hear Sheldon go, "What the fuck is going on?" And then I see it. I'm like, "Oh, okay, that's what he's going on about."
The funny thing is that you could hear the Discord just compressing my audio down so much, and I was just losing it. But on stream, you heard me screaming with so much joy over literally this letter. It's a simple letter, okay, but I knew
Like an Elon Musk reaction.
Yeah, pretty much. No, not like that. No, I'm not putting myself in front of that guy. No, but I am genuinely excited. There's
Should we talk about the trailer first before we get into the features?
Yes, it was
some of the features that we, may or may not be in there. It was teased.
40 seconds.
Yeah, the cinematic trailer, beautiful.
Oh yes, and there's actually some hints as to what could be going on gameplay wise within that trailer. But dude, that was a beautifully done trailer, and the next event will probably be related around saving Dokkaebi, because she has been captured.
She's gone. Yeah, captured by Phobos.
Oh,
Phobos. Yeah, who was we heard of him
Yes, from the assault on
or
Hereford.
or them. We don't know what they are.
They're just hidden. They're under a mask. We will
Yeah.
get more information later down the line. I'm really looking forward to it. I feel like we got a scene now. Nighthaven have reunited with Team Rainbow because the operators have come at the assault on Hereford. So I think they have a common enemy and they're going to work together. I mean, Sophia and
It's a
Ella.
proper Marvel thing.
And Soph and Ella together, dude, that was actually very wholesome.
That's good, yeah.
After seeing a trailer where they're literally fighting and they're going their separate ways, to see them come
That was
back.
one of the best ones.
Yeah.
The Sister in Arms.
That was such a
trailer.
beautifully done trailer. That almost made me cry because I was like, dude, that's really well done. Really well done.
Chaos released a tweet, and the tweet said "Where real men cried," and it's just Sophia like standing next to her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
It's just beautiful. A beautiful trailer. Nook is back in the lore and she looks sick.
That was another moment when Sheldon started going mental with the trailer. Me and Rendell had no idea what was going on.
yeah,
We just saw these
we're
soldiers
like,
moving.
yeah, and then all we hear is Sheldon go,
Oh my god!
"Oh my god, this is so good!" And then we see Nook like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense to why he was screaming like that." Okay,
Yeah.
that's
This is why I watch on YouTube, you know. I get it, you know, as soon as it's, you know, 1-to-1, you know.
Yeah, it's really, really, really well done. I love all the cinematic trailers.
Yeah.
Sometimes I have a little binge, just go through them one by one.
They definitely need to do right. Actually, you know what? I will go back to this teaser, right?
Bring it back.
Yes, because it's 40 seconds, and this is why I'll bring it back. A lot of it showed, so it's basically you see Clubhouse in the basement area, and it's been remodeled a bit. Lighting's been changed, a couple of things, but there's a few things that I've noticed that I'll explain in my video. One, there is a fire extinguisher prop. May not look like much, but later in the trailer, that explodes and creates like a smoke cloud. And I'm thinking we got actual smoke grenade props in the game. And there's a lot of pipes that are similar that we see in the cinematic trailer. So in the cinematic trailer, you can see that you can explode them and they kill.
Sophia shoots that red pipe.
Because we were thinking,
blows up, yeah.
like, why is she not using her, you know, little launcher going donk on them? It's a gameplay feature, potentially.
Bro had 2 shields set up.
And she killed them
Together.
with one pipe.
What are they doing? Terrible setup.
There's a cinematic of Capcan and Sledge infiltrating Clubhouse from the looks of it. And then we see a new map. This is one of the things that makes me think that we're going to get potentially either single player or PvE content based around the lore. Because it's an entirely new map, or it could be a multiplayer game mode. I don't know. But it's in this big warehouse, helicopter from the prep phrase, like we got from.
Why is there a helicopter there? Are we dropping?
Are we going back to when Rainbow Six Siege was officially announced, where you're rappelling in from the helicopter? Because Pulse is outside, and Pulse is outside because it has to be Pulse or Castle using the UMP. And then it cuts to these different moments, and then we see IQ and Thermite doing Titanfall, running on the wall.
Yeah.
So I've actually seen a few things about this with the helicopter and the map and stuff. So apparently, according to some people are speculating that maybe it's going to be a 6v6 PvP and the map's going to be a lot bigger and there's going to be like a bigger objective. So it's going to be like an extra mode kind of thing.
That would be so interesting how they're going to...
In terms of you saying about the pipe breaking in the cinematic, other people are speculating that you'll be able to use more elements of the environment now, such as fire extinguishers and pipes to hurt or distract people.
Which makes sense.
I wonder what more there are.
I think there's so much more that they're just hiding away. And one thing I actually noticed is after the explosion, when you see the X, Clash's shield is hidden in the background. I looked. I was like, what is this? And I looked closer, and I'm like, that's got to be Clash's shield. And considering that in the marketplace she had her face change, I'm just saying we may be getting a tease of what she could be, who'd be the next operator to be reworked. Yes, exactly. But
possibly,
because then the thing is,
she's been problematic since she got released.
So one of the things that I noticed is there's a continuous explosion, like everything's exploding at the same time. So then the only thing that happens to me is the bomb changed to be an actual legitimate bomb instead of a smoke bomb. So when the round ends, because there's like a dinging noise that just beep, and then everything explodes. So it could be the end of the round where everything explodes to show destruction, or it could be an implementation of gadgets, or it's just a showcase of the destruction.
What if there's like a chain reaction as well to explosives? Like one goes
Oh
off, it's close
yeah,
to another.
yeah,
Or
that's what I'm thinking as well.
do like a chain sort of domino thing,
Dude, there's just so
possibly.
many things that I want to ask, and I'm gonna get answered because we're gonna find out in 3 weeks.
I'm scared of speculating because, like, when you speculate, you get your hopes up.
Yeah,
It's like, oh,
Yeah.
they're gonna have
I'm trying
this,
to
and
keep it
then it's
very
like,
minimal because this is
So,
Ubisoft.
if they were to add anything, what's one thing you would definitely want to be there?
Oh, that's a good question for CJX. Um,
So, think about what we've seen so far, but
mm,
what's one thing you would be like, okay, this would be a good idea, or you just want to be in there,
I
whether or
think,
not it's true or not.
I think you should be able to toggle off shoes and socks so you can see operator speed.
so the men have the socks and the females just have their socks, and you got branded socks and all that sort of. Oh wait, hold on, you're going even further. No, 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 no,
I want
no,
no socks, bro.
no. Oh, no, no.
So we all know what Ben does in his spare time. Killed him.
That's a tough one because I have to really think about this. I think just for me, it has to do with I feel like just refine the movement a little bit more, make it feel a bit more fluid when you're vaulting over stuff. I mean, it's already fluid enough, but I would like to see how they make it feel a bit more motion, so you don't like, for example, when you vault over a vaultable height, it feels a bit restrictive. I feel like there should be a little bit more motion to give you a little bit more leeway. But that's my personal opinion so far because I want to actually see what they bring with CJX before I start, because again, and this is right. So I'm going to make this prediction in the pod. This is coming out in June. CJX is coming out in June, and I'll explain why. So the esports trailer got released where they're showcasing the plan for the next year of Siege, right? The first stage of all the pro esports scenes from America to Brazil to the Pacific areas to Europe and Middle East and Africa starts in June, and the major starts in August, and then they're going to continue on. We have a reload event that happens in Rio de Janeiro on the 16th to the 18th of May, which is basically an esports tournament. And this is my prediction. So on the 13th of May, we're going to get announced, or we're going to get shown this whole 3 hour, this is 3 hours, by the way, of CJX with 2 hours, I think. It's going to
13th of March.
13th of March, 2 hours where they're going to go through everything about CJX, what's changed, what's different, and an hour of actually showcasing the game. And they're going to announce it's going to release this day, and we're going to get potentially a rework of Clash, and then they're going to show the full roadmap when CJX is announced. Like, what is the next step for CJX for the rest of this year, and it will continue as normal when Six Invitational comes on. Because remember, we got nothing. We got absolutely nothing for this year.
No roadmap.
The prep phase season, as they call it, is literally a dead season. Just a new operator. That's it. There's no major features coming in. There's no quality of life. DirectX 11 is gone because they're going to basically prepare for... Yeah, they're going to remove DirectX 11 because...
So I can't play because DirectX 12 is shit.
Because I agree, DirectX 12 is shit. Because right now they're going to prepare to move everything to the new engine. This is all in preparation.
Yeah, bro.
So that's one thing I'm not happy about, but that's their choice. And we'll see how our experience is going to go because I'm not looking forward to it. But... I'm genuinely confident in saying that CJX, unless there is major issues at the reveal where there's a lot of bugs, because it's Ubisoft at the end of the day, I'm confident in saying that they're going to announce it's coming out in June. When Season 2 comes out of Year 10, it's just going to be CJX. And it's focusing on basically delivering it. And the next seasons are more just filler content to make sure everything runs great. Because essentially, we're getting a new game.
Yeah.
So that's my prediction.
I'm pretty sure that's what they said.
They didn't really say much. They alluded to, but I'm confident.
They said season 1 was like the prep phase to allow them to build like the foundations for CJX, which was going to be season 2.
They didn't say that officially, but they're indicating, and that's what I think is going to happen. So, funny enough, yeah, it's the Sixth Invitational 2024 or 2025. Sorry, that may be the very last tournament of Siege as we know it.
Ever.
Yeah.
Ever. They did actually say with this new upgrade, it's going to set them for another 10 years of Siege.
I mean, if they get it right and you don't have a bug where, like in BDS's final point, like final round against FaZe Clan, where they literally blew a hole, and because the reinforcement was this millimeter thick, they had to run, and this is one of the things that I need is in terms of refinement, have it so that the character just automatically vaults over it regardless of that height, unless it's something that has to be vaultable, because it slowed down their progress, and it did cost them that championship point. So I'm ready for Siege X if it fixes shit like that. You know.
What do we think of that? No, it's gone.
Of that match or?
No, I don't know what I was going to say.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, bro, I'm lagging. Mentally lagging.
Lagging. There we go. But
I'm
genuinely excited, but I have to remind myself every single day now it's Ubisoft. And Ubisoft is Ubisoft. You know, they can never get everything right all the time. They just can't. I'm sorry, but they...
Guys, I'm sorry to cut it short. I'm going to have to go.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm
running out of time, and I'm feeling a little poo-poo right now.
That's absolutely fine.
Are you guys carrying on?
I think we're going to start rounding things up.
Yeah, well, because I want to go play Siege, so...
I need to sort some stuff out as well, and I might end up playing Siege, or I might actually start working on this. So then we're ready to go. You
pointed towards your dick.
No, the pod.
You did. Just do that.
The pod, right.
You said I'm working towards this.
Okay, I mean... Right, guys, so listen, thank you very much for watching this episode of the Big Brain Podcast.
Like and subscribe.
We will be talking more next week about other topics that will come up. I just... No. And also...
like and subscribe.
Yes, like and subscribe.
We also do apologise, it's a bit of a shit episode. It's a Monday and...
We are lagging.
We are very much lagging, but we appreciate your time.
I feel so poo right now.
But we'll be recording again on Sunday, and we will most likely have played with the new character by this point, because the test server will be out this week. So we'll have our thoughts on that next episode. But yeah. Anyone want to say bye?
No.
He's done it for us. Actually. He's done it for us. Right, cool. He's done it for us, because you can't do it now. All right, bye everyone. Bye.